Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Zorian. Welcome to my channel. On my channel, I try to document a little bit of everything, lifestyle content such as vlogs, days in my life, sip and paint, girl talk, chit chat, get ready with me, all of that jazz. And I also try to document a little bit of my work life because I am aspiring to become a travel registered nurse or a nurse practitioner. So I try to document my journey. So if you're interested in those kind of content, then just be sure to subscribe so you won't miss whenever I post or upload a video. This video has been put off so many times because I've been trying to catch my skin at its best, but then I learned to understand that it's not ever going to be at its best. A few pimples wasn't on my face yesterday or last night, and today it magically appeared, and I was so close to canceling the video. And I'm like, you know what, I'll never ever catch my face when it's perfect because we all have hormones, like male or female, we all have hormones, and so our face is gonna always have breakouts. So instead of making it a video like how I completely cleared my skin, I'm going to make it like a journey or a process, basically some series on how I treat and care for my skin, and I'm gonna just take you guys along that journey. So this is gonna be somewhat of like a story time, or I don't even know, because I'm gonna be talking a lot. So get you a glass of wine or something, baby, or just get you a notepad because I'm going to be sharing a lot of stuff, how I cleared my skin and some tips and the products that I use, the products that I'm using, and I'm going to be sharing a lot of pictures. So this video is going to be very personal and probably TMI, but I'm no longer there, so that is why I feel comfortable sharing my process with you guys. Okay, so that's that. All right, okay. It all started after I got on birth control. So I was on birth control for around 6 months, right? And I think my acne just started becoming hormonal from then, because I knew that it had a lot to do with the BC, because my skin, I'm not saying, oh, I had flawless skin and nothing ever wrong with my skin, but I didn't have all of what I had, if that makes sense. And it's like ever since then my skin just fell into a hole and it never got back to normal until recently. So I knew that it was that. I gained a lot of weight. I felt sick all the time. I literally felt as if I was pregnant. So I could not. So I came off birth control, and then I did it for my personal reason. A lot of persons are gonna be like, oh, why you did it? Did it for my personal reason. And now that I am a lot older, or in a position where, you know, I don't have to rigidly be on a, that's why I said, you know what, and it was ruining my skin. Like, I was not gonna let, oh, because of that, I look like a frog. No, I I could not. So I was like, listen, But yeah, I feel like it all started, that was like in 2022. So that's 3 years ago. Yeah. That was 3 years ago that I went on birth control, and I've been on it for like 6 months. And then I noticed that I started getting some spots, some small red bumps. So I'm going to show you the pictures of what I started noticing. And I was just like, oh my gosh, what's going on with my face? And it's like, they used to be tender to touch. Like if I touch them, they're tiny, but it's like if I touch them, they feel painful. And I'm like, what's going on? I felt like I had food poisoning because it was so many of them on my skin, and I was like, oh my god. Mind you, I wasn't taking these pictures to really show anybody. I was just taking them for myself to say, after, I want to see if I looked better or something. It was never to be in a vlog like this. So my face is gonna be all screwed up. I'm gonna look so weird posting this on the internet, but just bear with me. I'm just trying to show you my skin, so don't come for me with how I looked in the pictures. But my face was just disgusting, and I was like, oh my god, why is my face looking like that? Anyways, I didn't think anything into it. I was just like going about my day, blah blah blah, still using the pills and whatnot. I was like, no, I really think it's the pills, because after that went away, some big bump, and I'm telling you, some bumps like very big, and they started coming under my chin or in my down here. And when I did some research, I knew that it was just because it was hormonal. And it's like, if I should dare touch it, I can't even wash my face. It was so painful. Like, there were some big bumps. I started drinking things to purge out my system. I started doing a whole lot of detox, but then it wasn't even that. It was just not never going away, to the point where when and then the bumps used to reoccur in the same places. Like they will be here, they'll be there, and they come up back from time to time in those exact places. Like they will go away and come back right there, and it's just as painful. So I'm like, no, something is wrong. Anyways, I think I decided to come off of it, and by then I was looking terrible. Like as the months went on and I was taking it, I got uglier and uglier. I got spots, I got other problems with my skin. I was like, what the hell is going on? So I finally came off, but it was almost too late. Like my whole skin was ruined by then, because I was saying it can't be that. But then I was like, that's the only thing. It's like I was washing my face with dirty water. Like, I'm like, what the hell is going on with my skin? I am literally ugly. I'm like, and then if you know me, I'm someone who is very confident, and I believe that my skin and my face is the first thing people going to see. Like, why would I want to be walking around looking like a frog back? Like a frog back? Like, no, we're not doing that. And then, of course, I'm light skinned, so it's like the redness on my face. And then people, one thing I hate with people, they're not going to keep their comments to themselves. They're going to be like, what happened to your skin? As if I don't have no mirror in my house. Like, I can't tell that something is wrong. Like, keep your comments. I see what's going on, and I don't know either. So please to leave me alone. Thank you. Right. Anyways, so I used to hate that, because I'm like, I hate if anybody else asks me what happened, I'm just gonna tell them something really mean, because I could see, I have eyes, okay? So leave me alone. So and then the worst part, I'm trying to get rid of it, and everything that I do is not working. So I was like, oh my goodness. Anyways, after that, I kept taking some more pictures. That was that. So that's how I got the hormonal bumps, and the hormone just went out the roof since I started that, right? When I was in Jamaica, and this was way longer than 3 years ago, I used to notice that I got some lighter spots in these areas, like right here, and right here. And I didn't know what it was, but it's like it came up and went away on its own. Like sometimes my cousins used to say, oh, it's the dairy that you love and blah, blah, blah. It's like, I don't think it's that, but I love cheese. If you know me, I'll eat cheese with every little thing. Any little thing, I'm eating cheese. I can't have a patty if cheese is not in there. I can't have my eggs without cheese. I just love cheese, and I loved milk back in the day. So they used to say, oh, it's dairy, the eczema and all of that. And I was like, listen, I'm gonna look like this forever then, because I'm not gonna stop eating my cheese and I'm not gonna stop drinking my milk. Anyways, long story short, like I said, the spots, the lighter spots eventually went away on its own. I think it's normally when it got hot. So I thought it was like sunspots or stuff like that. Like I thought it was liver spots. So I was treating it as such. But then I was researching more and I was learning that it's not that. Anyways, long story short, I had that condition when I was in Jamaica. But like I said, it was never something that was tarrying. It didn't linger for long. Like if it came up, it was like for 2 weeks the most. And then it started fading back and going back away. Since I came to the US, it's went at bay in the winter time, and only when it started getting hot again, I looked crazy. And I'm already light skinned. Imagine me having a lighter patch on my skin. I'm like, what the hell? It made me look like a monkey, or it made me look weird. And in some of my vlogs too, I used to refer to it as eczema or stuff like that, because I was trying to research to see what is causing that. And it's like I was never getting anywhere, because it's like I treated it with everything under the sun. I put lemon juice, I put honey, I put so many things, not honey. I put aloe vera gel, and one time someone, because it was dry and flaky. So like up here, I thought it was something that was coming from my hair, because I have, a lot of something wrong with me. My hair have like some flakes, like dry scalp, dandruff, whatever, I don't know, right? Or I didn't know what was it in the past. And so I thought that it was coming from my scalp to my skin, because it used to border right here too. So I was like, no man, it's definitely something from my hair. So at the time, my landlord was like, no, try using aloe vera gel, because blah, blah, blah. And I tried it and it went away, like it cleared here. And so I was like, okay, good. Aloe vera gel is the remedy for the lighter shades. Thought I got that under my belt. Didn't know that it was only for a period of time. I still noticed that it was coming back again. I was like, oh my god, what the hell? Why it keep coming back? And it's like my mom went to Florida one time and brought up some aloe vera, and I was like, mommy, all of these aloe vera don't work. The one that I got from that soil was the best one. It not doing anything now. I think my body getting immune to it, or all of these aloe vera is fake. And I was like getting so mad because I swore that aloe vera was working for me until it wasn't. And I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna look ugly again. Guys, I don't think I'm stressed out about anything else like my skin. Like this is my money maker. But yeah, like my skin is everything. Like what? Why would I want to walk around looking like that? Come on, you get what I'm trying to say? If you want to walk around looking like that and comfortable, girl, you have a different level of confidence. Hats off, kudos, yeah. Not me. Not with the society that we live in where people can't mind their business, where every second they're gonna be like, oh my God, you have to go do this, you have to go diagnosing me with all sort of stuff. So I could not. So I was like, oh my God, I'm losing my mind. Like, anyways, and no, Zara not think about getting professional help on us. Zara was just trying to treat her stuff because I'm always this natural remedy person. Like, I believe in natural things. When I want to grow my hair, I do it the natural way. When I want to gain any weight, I do it the natural way. When I want to lose anything, I do it naturally. Like, I'll rather exercise and do all of that than go and get it injected. Stuff like that. So I was not really thinking to go and get someone prescribing me with stuff like medications and all of that at the time. And then back in the day, everything did expensive because you know what I'm about. Anyways, boy, video long. What else would I say? So yeah, so it was a case where I was like, oh my gosh, I wasn't thinking to get professional help because I think it was something minor that I could treat for myself. So the spots usually go and come in and out of season. So like I said, when it was winter time, I was the most beautiful person because it was gone. I just had to make sure I'm moisturizing my skin so it's not dry and crack off. But yeah, so when I started back last year now, I noticed in October when I started my new job, and I noticed it and I'm like, okay, it's now the winter time. Why is it still here? Why is it not going away? And I'm like, oh my God, it's still here. It's pissing me off. It's not leaving. I started my orientation and then my instructor was like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with your skin? And I was like, oh, it's just eczema. It's going to go away. It's just some sunspots and blah, blah, blah. It's nothing. You know, it's going to go away soon because it's cooler now. That's what I told her. She's like, this is something more. I could see like a barrier. It looks parasitic. I was like, she was scaring me because when she said that, it made me feel like something was eating at my face. And I was like, oh my God, right now I'm talking to you and goosebumps is filling me up. Like when she said it and she described it, it's almost she's trying to tell me that I either had a fungus on my face or I had ringworm or something. But at the time, guys, it got out of hand because it was getting redder. It was getting red and it was getting kind of itchy. So I was like, it was just like lighter shade and that's it. It never had a barrier or anything, but it was getting really out of control. Like it was red and patchy and blotchy. Like it was just ugly for real. I'm going to show you guys a picture of how it looked. And when she had told me, she was like, no, this is parasitic. She kept saying something along those lines as if it's like a fungus or a parasite or something. And I was like, oh my God, girl, what are you saying? So she's like, you have to go to a dermatologist and get this checked out. Guys, when the doctor, because she's also a doctor. So when she told me that, I knew that I had to stop going off of what I knew and seek professional help, right? So I was like, oh my goodness. I had it in mind to go to a dermatologist, but then at the time, I was also switching over my insurance. So I was like still waiting because I was not going to pay out of pocket to go and see no dermatologist over no fears. So I say, you know what? Let me just wait until my insurance kicked in and they got that sorted out before I go to a dermatologist. So I had already researched nearby dermatologists that I wanted to go to, but I did not go because I didn't have any insurance at the time. So I said, you know what? Now that I have insurance now because I started working here, let me go and seek the dermatologist who I said I wanted to seek. All right, well, I'm going to dry. Anyways, so I eventually called the people them and asked them, do you take this insurance? They're like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, can I come in tomorrow? They're like, yeah. I was like, yeah. I was the happiest person when I heard that I could go in tomorrow. Guys, just say from the moment that I went to the dermatologist, I've been a dermatologist girly ever since. Like, I am cleared because of that. When I went there, she examined it, and I think she was telling me that I had seborrheic dermatitis, and that it's something like tinea. I'm gonna try to pop up the words on the screen, because I could also I was also getting there. So even though I was treating it on my own, I was still getting there, because I was inserting my symptoms, stuff that I was experiencing. I was inserting that in Google, and I was researching it on TikTok, watching a lot of skincare videos and all of that jazz. So I was like almost there. So when I was explaining to her, she was basically agreeing with me and saying, yeah, that's what you have. But guess what? I didn't have the treatments. I didn't have the products that were strong enough. The natural stuff that I was doing, they wasn't cutting it, right? So she told me also, but when I explained to her that it came up every other time or every month and it only was in that spot, she was like, that's kind of scary. Let's go and do a blood work to see if it's like cancerous or something, because she didn't like the sound of that. So I was like, okay, you know me and needles, yeah, we don't go together. So I went the next day to get a blood work, and the results were supposed to come back a week from then when I had another appointment. And by then she had given me some creams. I'm gonna show you guys the creams that she gave me at the time. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. But yeah, so she gave me a ketoconazole soap first to wash with, right? And when I applied that on my skin, it burned so much. And she told me to apply it and leave it on for 5 minutes before washing it off. Guys, I kid you not, I did this for like 3 days and instantly everything was gone. And after she told me to apply this to it, the tacrolimus ointment, this is chef's kiss. I hardly use this one. The clotrimazole, this one, yeah, I also use this as well. And they really helped me. But mainly the ketoconazole shampoo. I use it for my hair and I use it for my skin. And that's what cleared that part up. So basically, going to the dermatologist helped me to identify what was the root cause. And they gave me the ointments that was going to help to really attack it. And when I researched the ointments, it was really for that condition that I was talking about. So me using my little lemon and my little, yeah, that never does work, my love, yeah, because it done take over my skin and it's bad. So anytime I notice it coming back in my skin, I try to just wash my face with it and I use my ointments. However, so that's how I mastered the lighter shade, right? And the redness and the patchiness and all of them. How I cleared the spots, I'm hoping everybody's still on board. If you wanted to leave it, I mean, okay. But how I really cleared the spots and the frog-looking bumps, yeah. I had to find the root cause of the problem, and I had to start drinking a lot more water. I'm a person that I don't drink juice at all. I'm a person that I don't drink sugar in my tea. I don't even drink tea bags sometimes. So till one day I was like, man, you bump my tea over. When my sister looked in the cup, she's like, you don't even have any flavor. Because I just drink slow hot water, just hot water like an old lady. So I don't drink sugar, and I don't have that many sugar in my diet, right? But I cut it down to nothing. And I did that. And just to say, okay, I'm eating a little bit cleaner. And I drank a lot more water and all of that. But then I was watching this girl, and I have to give her credit. What was her name again? Danielle or something like that? Danielle? I'll try to find her name or something. But chef's kiss. When I tell you that I use the soap, the Kojic soap, I've been using it for a while now. But you have to know how to use it, because I'm not going to tell you that that is what's going to clear your skin and your spots. But it worked for me. It's not really as booming anymore, and I feel like it's because my skin got used to it. But that is what I used to wash my face, because I was a Nadinola person. And don't come for me, because I'm not a bleacher. When you're supposed to know original browning from the fake browning them, I'm not a bleacher. Okay? Just putting that out there, because anytime I used to tell people what I used to wash my face, they're like, I'm bleaching. How am I going to bleach if I'm already light skinned? Like, make that make sense. I don't understand. I just use it to maintain an even skin tone on my skin, like with the darker shades. I don't do it to bleach. I don't do it to get lighter. I do it because I want my skin to have an even tone. Just like with my armpits. I try to use things that's going to keep me, you know, on the same tone. I don't want to look pitchy patchy and blotchy, right? So I was a teenager till now, I was just using Nadinola. From there, Jamaica, Nadinola. The yellow bar soap, Nadinola. I've never used those little foam Bright Beauty stars or whatever. What it used to be? Bright and Beauty or Face and Beauty. Back in the days, you know, morning burst and yeah, them not something that could work for me. Them not something there. Them not for people with natural skin, natural beauty. Me could use that. But I have to use some strong something to get rid of my bumps down and keep them at bay. So yeah, that's what I've been using. I'm a little mask and them stuff there. But since I came here, I've been using Kojic soap. What I do, I dice mine in sections and cubes. So when I bought mine, this is the one that I used. This one. And I got it from, I think, Amazon. Because she was telling us which one to use. And she recommended cutting them up smaller so that they can last longer, and I swear by that. It really does last longer because you don't need a big chunk to wash your face and soak up with water and all of that, because that's not what you're doing. You're basically using it as like a cream or a mask or basically like a paste on your skin. So this is the one that I use for my skin, my face. I have one that I use for everywhere else. This is it. And I've had it like this for months. But I try to do it and I keep it in this little Ziploc bag or this pouch. So what you do is you wet the soap, it's not your skin, and you're going to apply. So right now I still have a few spots here. This is always my bad side. This is a little bit better, but I try to like wet the bar and I rub it onto my skin like this. And I rub it like that. And then I'm going to use my fingers now and rub it into like a paste. That's how I do it. And then I will leave it on for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever the case is. Well, you guys don't leave it on for so long. As beginner, she said 30 seconds or couple seconds or 10 seconds. Don't quote me upon the time. Don't go do nothing and burn off on your face because it's like it says Kojic soap and it have a bunch of stuff in there. Do not use it and burn off on the skin. I'm not going to tell you guys how long to leave it on there. I'm telling you what I do. Since I've been using it for months, for years, actually, I leave it now till it dry and disappear and then I wash it off because my face and my body has gotten immune to it. So it's like it doesn't really affect me as how it would affect someone negatively if they left it on for that long. And also you have to moisturize your skin. Let me go wipe this off because I already washed my face and did my skincare before coming on camera. So just give me 1 second. Okay, so the other products I used, this was my moisturizer because I couldn't find any other moisturizer. When I went to the dermatologist, they gave me these samples. Can you see? Oh my god. I don't know if you're seeing it, but it's Vanny Cream Moisturizing Lotion. And she gave me so much that I didn't even get a chance to buy a moisturizer for my skin. And I've been using this for a while as well. The Ordinary, the salicylic acid solution. I've been using this. And I've been using this for the toner. The glycolic acid exfoliating toner. I've been using this. And I've been using this like when I really want to have an extra glass and glowy dewy look. Yeah, I go in with my Snail Mucin Power Essence. This is also good. Honestly, I haven't been consistent with all of those products, but this cannot run out in my house. Right now, I have like probably, because I buy it and 4 always come in there or 2. So I'm stocked up for like the whole of this year and probably next year just because of these. Because I tried to buy it and then I cut them. I cut them like in probably 3. And then I just keep it separated, whether in a Ziploc bag, and I use it just like that. So this is what I use for my cleanser. I don't use no CeraVe. I don't use no all of that. I use harsh products and then try to moisturize my skin with that. And that's what I've used to clear my skin. Right? And I have seen tremendous results. And I'm sure you guys are going to see the results for yourself. I went from this to this. And I was on the bus the other day and I took a picture, and my skin, I have been using no filters and stuff like that, and I'm just like so confident because that was me. I'm gonna show you guys some videos of how I looked before too, without my skin, without filters. That was my skin before getting on birth control, and then after that my life just went in a ditch. Yeah, so that's me sharing my journey. I'm not yet at the level I want complete glass where there's no spots on my face. I don't mind the pimples because what I've been doing now is I've been going to my dermatologist like every 2 weeks. So I have an appointment tomorrow and I'm going to get my pimples injected. That's what have been working for me because they wanted to give me some stuff orally, but I don't want to be taking no more pills and stuff like that. Because boy, I'm an old lady. I have a whole collection of pills. My liver, my kidney, everything tight. I don't want to be taking no more pills, no more of that. So I'm like, you know what? No. And they're like, oh, if you're this and that, don't take the pills. So I'm like, okay, cool. For right now, I'm trying to take stuff less that is, yeah. So I get my pimples injected. That works. I love it. I'm going to show you guys how I looked one day before it was injected, when it was injected, and then after it was injected. I'm going to be leaving all of that on the screen so you guys can attest to it and tell me if it don't work, right? So I'm officially a dermatologist girly, and I love Lenny. She's my dermatologist, and I love her down because when I go, I talk to her. We talk about a bunch of stuff, and she fixed me up real good, give me free things, and I leave, and I'm happy, and I'm beautiful, and I'm just so confident. And I try to be as consistent with my routine because one thing about it, I don't like to incorporate a bunch of stuff. So me telling you that I use this and I use this and I use that, not every night I do that. But I try to make sure that if I'm cleansing my face, apply this and I apply some moisturizer and I just go to my bed. Sometimes as moisturizer, I'll use Aquaphor and that's it. I try to keep my routine very simple, very short, very basic, else you're not going to want to commit to it. So tips to clearing your skin, I would just say try to track down the root problem. Try to find the root cause of it. Try changing your pillowcases as well because sometimes your pillowcases are dirty. When my hair, I try to always wash my hair and my bonnet and my pillowcase at the same time. So I don't try to change my pillowcase this week but sleep on it with a dirty hair and a dirty bonnet. I try making sure if I'm going to go laundry, I wash my bonnet and my pillowcase and my hair so that I know that everything is clean. Then I try to make sure that I'm incorporating my water and I'm not picking my bumps anymore. Because back in the day, I used to squeeze my pimples. Sometimes my partner used to say, sister, this ready. Or some people would say, oh, see the bump there. Like, I have eyes. I can see. Mind your business and leave me alone. I don't want to pick it. Leave me alone. Sometimes I try to buy pimple patches and cover them up just so I don't get tempted to pick them. But anytime I pick it, it's over. A spot is going to be there for the next decade. Because that's the problem I have, clearing my dark spots. I don't mind the pimples because they're in and out, but them spots be staying in my skin forever. I'm open to hearing what you guys' skincare is like. What do you incorporate in your routine? And let me know if you guys seen a difference in my skin. And I hope that you enjoyed this video nonetheless because it's very long. But that was the whole point of this video, to give you guys a journey, share my journey, and to share my story on how I've cleared it from this to this. I'm going to be sharing a lot more still. And when I get to my glass skin, you guys are definitely going to see. But for now, that is what my skincare routine looks like. And that is how I cleared my skin and my hormonal acne. Okay? So I hope I was able to help someone. I really hope by sharing my products, sharing my business, telling what I do, telling what I do. I'm hoping that I was able to help someone. Okay? And if you have any more questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section and I will definitely reply to them. As per my posting for my regular stuff, I haven't been here, guys. I'm picking up shifts. My birthday is coming up. I'm picking up shifts. I have a lot of goals in my life that I really want to achieve and get to like right now. So your girl has been really busy. And so my posting schedule is like, what am I gonna record, I just go to work every day. And when I'm off, I don't even want to see anything. I don't want to feel like I'm working, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna try to post more stuff. I haven't been in the gym in 2 weeks. So I'm gonna try to go back in there and see if I could post like a day in my life or a week in my life and give you guys that as well. But for now, thank you so much for sticking with me. I haven't left. I will never leave. But I'm just explaining to you guys why I'm a little bit up and down. Yeah, because your girl I work hard. Yeah, I'm not hardly working. I'm working hard. Alrighty, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching it thus far. And make sure you're subscribed. And I'll see you guys in my next videos. Mwah, 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 mwah.